Merritt Morris, it's 80s Mercedes and Iowa's Best Country, Kicks 101.1, 944, 76 in the morning, kickstart on our way to 92 today with that excessive heat warning taking over at 1 p.m. this afternoon. But with us in the studio, Miss Macy Martin, welcome.
Thank you very much. You're very welcome.
We're going to have you play a little music here in just a moment, but I want to touch on something we're talking about here. You're talking about, being a younger person, and you had quite a busy summer. You just checked a little something off the bucket list here not too long ago.
Yeah, graduating high school.
Right?
I'm super excited. You know, a lot of people were like, "What does it feel like?" And I don't know. I haven't had time to take it in. When I graduated, we got right off of graduation party. It said, "Thank you, hi, bye, love you" to family, and the next day got in the car to head to CMA Fest because I had a booth again this year and performed at a couple of local venues and had lots and lots of interviews. It actually was more last year. So last year I was at my booth a lot, and this year it was my first year last year, and then this year it was like I was barely at my booth, and I was always like, "I'm sorry, I have to go," and I was like trying to sign, real quick in line. And there was one time Elise, my publicist, she was like, "Okay, we gotta go," and I was like, "Wait, let me sign these 4 signs," and I was like, "Shh, shh, shh," and she was like, "That's a record speed," and she's like, "Okay, now run," because of course the interview room is like clear across the mile-long Music City Center than where our booth is, and so I'm running in heels, and I'm like, "Yay, blister Band-Aids!" Yeah, it was great. It was fantastic.
I know you've got the music thing going on, but is there a career, or is there a college in your future?
There is actually. I'm going to Belmont University in the fall to study music business with an emphasis in entertainment law. So continuing my career and everything, and just getting my feet more wet in the business aspect. Because it's so important. I had a friend of mine ask why I wanted to go to college, and I said, because it's so important, you have to be able to trust yourself in a world. You may have a great team and great people who love you and stand beside you, but when it comes down to the end of the day, if someone's looking directly at you and asking a good question, you've got to be able to stay on the tip of your toes and be able to stand for yourself in those conference rooms. And I think Dolly's a perfect example of that. She went back and got her doctorate degree, and she's like one of the most successful businesswomen in the world.
Yeah, Dolly don't take up from nobody.
Yeah, no.
But we've been talking about your new song, Heart Sleeve Soul. I know we've got. You want to introduce your compatriots here? We got stashed back here.
Of course, we've got Bill DeLuigi.
Hey.
He's also one of my songwriters, and then this is Michael Boris.
Hi.
Yeah, so we've got Bill on the guitar and Michael on the cajon.
Okay.
And you know what? They're just fantastic. I'm so grateful to have them. Yeah.
Well, let's hear it. The new single is Heart Sleeve Soul. This is Miss Macy Martin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I've been hurt before, broken down, left in pieces on
there it is. Heart sleeve sole, Miss
Thank
Macy
you.
Martin. Fantastic. And good job you got on the back as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Can't forget about that.
they're like fantastic.
I know.
They like make me sound good.
Well, I can't imagine that's too terribly hard. But we've talked about, you graduating high school, getting ready for college. But you've also done an amazing thing. You've got a great charitable organization as well.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Macy's Toy Box is an organization that I founded back when I was in the 2nd grade because I was an only child, and I had a plentiful amount of toys. So it got to the point one day we were going to have a family garage sale, which was a pretty big deal because we've always lived out in the country, and you have to haul everything out into the city in Nana's house in the middle of the suburbs. So sat down with my parents, went through the toys, and the more I thought about it, and they were, we were trying to be good, and we were trying to get rid of the ones that were older and ones I didn't play with as much. And I was just like, y'all, this isn't okay. A, because my toys are priceless. B, because I don't know where they're going. And C, what if they don't get played with right, or they get mistreated or anything like that? And they're just so much more, they're worth so much more. And so we started looking into local organizations through my parents. They started looking with me, and because they were just like, we got to get rid of these toys.
Yeah.
But we started looking into greater situations of emergencies, and what if a family's house burns down? A kid immediately can embrace something that gives them comfort. And so we started rallying behind our community and saying, hey, if y'all got toys, we have these sources or these people who are looking for toys always. You can give them to us and we'll give them to them since we have their contact information. And 3 years into that, the community did. They were like all about it. They proclamated a day in honor of Macy's Toy Box.
Wow. And
now 10 years later, we've expanded beyond our community. We've gone through the state of Texas, worked in Florida with Give Kids the World this last October, which is the organization that Make-A-Wish uses as a resort when the kids that wish to go to Disney World stay. Yeah. So that was wonderful, and we had we're starting a program because I have this teddy bear that we created named Tumbles, and he's available for purchase on my website and at my shows and stuff. And people always have the option of either donating him back or keeping him, but either way, his purchase amount goes back into Macy's Toy Box so that we can purchase 3 new toys. And so a local community business in my hometown, they got behind us and kind of sponsored our Tumbles bears when we went down to Kissimmee for Give Kids the World, and they bought about 250 bears in bulk. So we were able to go perform down there, and then after the show, we just lined up a huge table full of Tumbles, and the kids were able to grab them as they walked out the door. So that was super huge, and they kind of inspired us. We're in the infant stage of starting a corporate program, so businesses can do that if they like.
Very cool. Well, if folks want more information about your charitable organization or just about you in general, give us, let us know how we can get a hold of you, find out more of your music.
Of course. So all my socials are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all at Macy Martin Music, and then my website is macymartinmusic.com as well, and you can see all my socials right there in one place.
Very cool. We're so glad to have you here in studio. Malia's been doing some videoing over my shoulder the whole time. So just tuning in and this time, you can check out more of it on our Facebook page on facebook.com. Iowa's Best Country Kicks 101.1. But thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And I know that as you came in, you were attacked in the best way possible by Miss Doris Day out there.
Yes, we love Miss Doris. I was reading her article out the door too, and that's just so wonderful.
Well, Miss Doris is about to come kick the door in because she's on here in just moments on Iowa's Best Country Kicks 101.1.